Hi everyone, in today's video I'll be talking about the 5 main accessories that all stylish men need to own and how to wear them stylishly. Number 1. A good pair of sunglasses. A good pair of sunglasses not only protects you from the harmful rays of the sun but also upgrades your style. Now, how do you go around buying a sunglass? I will give you a simple rule which you can use if you are going out to buy a new pair. It depends on the shape of your face. As you can see, I have an oval shaped face. So a rectangle or square shaped frame will look very good on me. Similarly, if you have a square shaped or a rectangle shaped face, I would recommend something like this. As you can see, this is a more circular shaped frame. So this will look very good on you if you have more of a square shaped or rectangular shaped face. But for me, it does not complement me that well. Also, one thing that you need when you are wearing a sunglass is quite a lot of confidence. There are a lot of places, especially in India, where people look at men wearing sunglasses as if he's some kind of a jerk. So wearing a sunglass is something that you need to work upon. So if you're just starting to wear a sunglass, I would highly recommend that you avoid all these mirror finished sunglasses, because these are more flashy and you might be a bit more conscious about yourself. So I would recommend that you go for the simple ones first. A plain frame with plain black glass. Go for the evergreen models like the Ray-Ban Aviators or the Ray-Ban Wayfarers. Those frames look good on almost all face shapes and sizes. Another thing that you need to focus while wearing a sunglass is you should not look like a jerk. So here are 2 tips that would not make you look like a jerk. Number 1, do not wear sunglasses indoors. Whenever you are coming indoors from outside, remove your sunglasses and keep them in your pocket, or if you have a box, keep it in them. Number 2, whenever you are meeting someone, make sure that you remove your sunglasses and then continue the conversation. That is good manners. I have to tell you, I have been that jerk who used to wear my sunglasses 24/7. I used to go to airports wearing these sunglasses. There was even a time when I wore my sunglasses during the entire flight time for around 3 hours. I am quite sure people might have thought of me as a jerk, even though I was a very nice person. So I don't want you guys to repeat the same mistakes that I did. So if you follow these simple rules, you can easily rock off those awesome sunglasses. Number 2, a good fragrance. Yes, this is the one accessory that most men tend to ignore but will get you a long way in the ladies department. Research has clearly shown that women have a better olfactory or sense of smell than most of us. I think we should personally use that to our advantage. Believe me, it's not how they show in ads, where when you wear a good fragrance, there are thousands of ladies running towards you, wanting to hug you and kiss you. But in my personal experience, lot of beautiful women have come up to me and told me, Vaisakh, that's a really good fragrance, you smell really good. I think which guy would not love to hear that from a beautiful lady? If you think spending around 3,000 to 4,000 rupees on a good fragrance is a bit above your range, I recommend that you buy the 20 ml bottle like this. Yes, this is a Titan Skin perfume range which you will get around in 500 rupees. And it will easily last you for around 2 to 3 months. But how do you wear a perfume? I have seen so many guys, whenever they get a perfume, they start taking around 20 to 30 sprays on their body. That is just overpowering. What I personally do is, after coming out of a shower, I put 2 to 3 sprays on my upper body without the shirt, and then I wear my undershirt and my shirt over it. Then 2 more sprays on the front of my neck and behind it. Now you will be wondering why there are 2 sets of sprays, like one inside and one outside. There is a reason for it. The sprays on the outside of my body is for the initial 2 to 3 hours when I come in contact with people. Whereas the inner sprays inside my body is to last for the entire day. As I have sprayed it inside my shirt, it will take a certain amount of time for the fragrance to come out, and it will last me around 10 to 12 hours. Number 3, start wearing a watch. A watch is the accessory that sets the men apart from the boys. Whenever I see a guy wearing a watch, it immediately comes to me that he's a person who values time. When buying a watch, I would recommend that you keep it as simple as possible. In my personal opinion, it is best to avoid those big bulky watches like the G-Shock ones unless you are into adventure sports. Those watches are meant for a functional purpose and should be used only in those situations. For the rest of us men, a plain watch with a simple dial would be more than enough. Now, one of the most important things that you need to keep in mind while buying a watch is the case diameter. Now, what is the case diameter? The measure from this end to this end is known as the case diameter. I personally wear watches which are of 40 mm in size. Since I have a smaller wrist, I cannot wear watches which have a case diameter of 42 or 45 mm. What I see most often guys do is that they might find a very good deal in certain watch that they like and they immediately buy it without even trying it on. But when they wear it, they might notice that the case is too big for their wrist and it doesn't look that good on them. So when you're buying a watch, I highly recommend that you only buy watches that fit you. Remember, fit is king. The most important rule while buying a watch is never buy a fake watch. Yes guys, this is very important. I know you might get this 5000 rupee Rolex watch that will look exactly like Rolex. But the thing is, even though no one around you knows that it is a fake, you know that it is a fake. So when you are wearing this watch, you are not able to carry it with confidence. Whenever someone gives you a compliment on it, you are not able to accept the compliment. What I recommend is that whatever is your budget, whether it is 100 rupees, whether it is 500 rupees, whether it is 10,000 rupees, buy an original watch which you get in that amount. One of my favorite watches is this Timex. It cost me only 500 rupees. But whenever I wear this watch, I can rock it with confidence. Whenever someone compliments me on it, I am able to accept that compliment. Personally, I would rather buy a 500 rupee original Timex rather than a 500 rupee fake watch of some other brand. Number 4, start wearing a belt. Yes guys, if your pants or your jeans have a loop, they are supposed to be worn with belts. It doesn't matter whether your belt can be seen or not. If your jeans or pants come with loops, you need to always wear a belt. One of the most constant mistake that I see men do is they will be wearing an awesome belt, but the end of the belt will end somewhere near their back. Now guys, this is easily solved. If you have a pair of scissors at your home, you can easily make them up to length, or take that belt to a nearby cobbler and have it fixed for around 50 rupees. The length of your belt should be somewhere from the first loop to the second loop. It should end in the middle of the first and the second loop. This is the ideal length. It should not hang out like this, or it should not end at the back. Another sin that I see men do is they wear worn out belts. I don't know, it's just that some men have some kind of emotional relationship with their belts. As you can see, this particular belt, it has started to get worn off. Now I'll be wearing this for 2 to 3 months and then I'll be getting myself a new belt. Most men wear all these tattered belts and it totally destroys their clean look. Please guys, don't have any kind of emotional relationship with your belt. When it is time to throw it off, just throw it off. Number 5, start wearing leather shoes. Yes guys, a shoe is one of the most important accessory in a men's wardrobe. Whenever you meet someone, you actually first look at his face, but you end at the feet. How often has it been that you see a guy wearing a well-fitted shirt, superb jeans, superb watch, superb belt, but in the end, there is a sport shoe. In my opinion, it is high time that we men stop wearing sandals, flip-flops and sport shoes. Sport shoes are meant for a purpose. They are meant to be worn with the sports that they are associated with. If you are wearing a tennis shoes, play tennis. If you are wearing a basketball shoe, play basketball. Football shoes, play football. Stop wearing your flip-flops and sandals to movies, dates and other functions. Upgrade to a leather shoe. The one I am personally wearing now is a boot. This is a Chelsea boot. This is one of my favorite shoes, and as you can see, I have been wearing it for around 2 years and it has almost worn out. But there are also other shoes, like you can buy a good pair of leather loafers, and there are so many other options, but somehow we guys tend to go towards that Nike or Adidas sport shoes. Stop wearing those and upgrade to a good pair of leather shoes. When buying a leather shoe, I would highly recommend that you go for the round-toed one. As you can see, the toe of the shoe is in a round shape. Avoid the ones with a square shape. A round toe is quite stylish, whereas a square-toed one, no. Another important thing is polish your shoes, guys. I have so often seen guys with really good leather shoes, but they are quite dirty. You should always take the time out to polish your shoes. So that's it for today's video, and do subscribe to my channel and give me a like if you found this video informative. So until next time, have a nice day and stay stylish.